Good evening, everybody. What's going on? What's up, Arcane? What's up, Satellite? What's up, PF Collector Boy? Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing fine, thanks. It sounds so sarcastic to say. I'm fine, thanks. Apologize for the slightly late start tonight. Good evening, cute Tigo. Good to see you. Girls got home late from cheerleading practice. I made dinner. I made rice. And did a decent enough job of it, but we were just finishing up, so cheers, everybody. Hope you're having a good one. Oh, that's weird. My wife really did not like that black cherry wine we got, so I've been tasked with finishing the bottle, which I will do pretty much exclusively on stream. What's up, Eva? Well done on cooking egg and rice together. Thank you, thank you. That's about the extent of my culinary expertise there. I specialize in mindless and easy. Good evening, Two Hit. Cheers. So yeah, it's been a good day. Wife and I went shopping in the morning. Help me, help me, chat. Help me get it finished. It's doubly weird tonight too, because we had actual good wine with dinner, and then I broke this out to work on during the stream, and so it's, by comparison, not quite right, not quite what I was expecting. But yeah, been a pretty good day, very low key. I spent the afternoon playing Everspace 2. I picked it up the other day on sale, started playing it. Really enjoying it. Really liking it. I really liked Chateau de Blanc 2023. We don't get the good wine here. No, we get the leftovers. We get the cast-offs. But yeah, Everspace. Let's talk about Everspace for a minute. I believe, I'm trying to remember. I know I've streamed a bit of the original Everspace. I want to say I streamed an early access demo of Everspace 2 back when that was first announced. It's a very different game now, but the Everspace series is very interesting. Good evening, Deep Thought. Good to see you. Because the first one is a arcadey space flight sim roguelike. You jump into a system, you fight the bad guys, you hoover up all the resources, and then you jump to the next system. The space combat is really fun and really good, but I don't think it makes a very good roguelike. I tried... What did I try, actually? I tried to play Everspace 1 again not so long ago. Last fall, I took another swing at Everspace, and I got further, but I still couldn't do it. I could not keep myself invested in Everspace. Again, the core mechanics, the space flight simming is solid, it is good, but I don't think it's well served in its roguelike mechanics. Everspace 2, they learned. they figured it out. Everspace 2 is a proper like open world story driven space sim. It's good. It is good. What's up, Amerikansky? Good to see you. Yeah, I started the second one today, and I've already put like 3 hours into it. I am definitely enjoying it. It's very story driven. You basically got your main missions that you go through. You've got some... I haven't gotten to the point where it opens up yet. The way the story works is you're kind of stuck in the ass end of space. Circumstances have you teaming up with this kind of mysterious figure, and you're working on opening things back up, getting access to new systems and stuff. I think once things are opened up, I'm gonna have more options in terms of side missions, trading, crafting, making money, all of that. Right now, I'm still getting everything going, but it has some pretty strong RPG elements. Your character levels up. He gets perks every 5 levels. He gets points to put it. It's interesting. As your character levels up, he gets points to put into offensive and defensive systems, like special abilities. You can level up special abilities. Like right now, I have an EMP burst and a short but intense like afterburn, and I've seen a couple others that I can unlock, like a corrosive shockwave. And then every 5 levels you get a perk for your character, which you can reassign whenever you're docked at a station, but gives you like passive defensive bonuses, or like a last chance mechanic if you die or something like that. Good evening, Chaos. Good to see you. Your ship's equipment is kind of gently randomized. There's different quality grades of equipment, and then they can vary a bit in their quality. And they also have levels. Like you basically find equipment at your level. So even if you're just going off of common equipment, if you gain a couple levels, you'll be finding better stuff. No meta currency into ship stats anymore. No. There is another progression system built out of exploration, which is pretty cool. If you explore new areas and find like shipwrecks and stuff, you can find, oh god, I forget what they're called, like mainframe somethings. But for every 3 you find, you get a point that you can put into reinforcing some aspect of your ship. You can boost your offensive capabilities, you can boost your defense, you can boost your cooldowns, your energy output, your speed, stuff like that. Oh god, and then there's another progression system with your companions where you can, like, they want certain supplies, and as you give them supplies, you complete tasks for them, and then they give you passive bonuses, like reducing cooldowns on specific aspects of your ship, making traders and repairs cheaper, making your tractor beam work better, all kinds of stuff like that. So there's a lot of different and discrete progression systems. I haven't really felt them all out yet, but yeah, there's a lot of numbers to go up in the game, and they all seem to go up in pretty satisfying ways. Discovered the very first Steam game not by Valve was Ragdoll Kung Fu, and still on the platform. I have 2 first related Kung Fu. The other being One Finger Death Punch being your very first. One Finger Death Punch is great. I love that game. And One Finger Death Punch 2 was also really, really good. I enjoyed both of them immensely. They're huge games too. Like they're big enough that I think it's probably unlikely you'll finish them before burning out on the gameplay. But yeah. Did you grab the Leviathan DLC? No, I didn't. I was actually looking at the DLC today, and both of the big DLCs are mixed. And it doesn't sound like they add a whole lot to the game, so I'm probably going to be fine just playing the base game. I was enjoying it a lot today, but it remains to be seen if I'll be able to stick with it long term. It's a big game. Like, there's a lot of systems and a lot of stuff to do. Sounds almost extraction shoot. No, it is not. No, I wouldn't compare it to that at all. It actually reminds me a lot of, what's it called? It's probably similar in a lot of ways to, like, old school, like, Freelancer or something. There's one... kills me. I can't remember the name of it. There was a space flight sim where the main character was voiced by Bruce Campbell back in the 90s, and I can't remember what it was. Late 90s, early 2000s. I have it on Steam, but I can't remember what it's called. Tacky, that's it. Tacky on the Fringe. Really, yeah, Everspace 2 feels like a much more fleshed out Tacky on the Fringe. So yeah, if you ever played that one, if that one ever looked cool to you, then yeah, Everspace 2 might do it for you. Thank you so much for that, Naren. I appreciate it. Talking about when the Steam UI was kind of ugly, that's super old. Dude, I still remember the days of the Steam UI being like gunmetal olive. And everybody hated it. Everybody hated it so much. I hated it. I used it because I really wanted to play Half-Life 2, but I hate it. My dad refused to use it. My dad was adamant. He swore off Steam. He said he'd never use something like that. And then a couple years later, his will broke, and now he has everything on Steam. What's up, man? I got here. We're reminiscing about the early days of Steam. PM Collector Boy was talking about Ragdoll Kung Fu, the very first non-Valve game on Steam. And we're talking about the olden days. And yeah, it barely worked. Its updates would take forever. They'd break something. Every Tuesday when they would do server maintenance, the whole thing would stop working. It was ugly as sin. Had absolutely none of the social features that it has now. But yeah. I think that's a big reason why there's never really going to be a competitor to Steam. Is Steam got there first and put in the time. Like, Steam spent a full... Oh my god, it's a bot. Holy shit. I haven't seen a bot in so long. That's crazy. Who wants it? We got any, we got any mods in chat want a free kill? There we go. Thank you, our Dominic. I appreciate you. It's terrible garbage. God, I miss it. But no, the thing is, Steam spent the better part of a decade being absolute trash. Being just the worst. Don't even see it. Yeah, I think Twitch's auto modding now suppresses messages like that by default. Because I got that message flagged as likely ban evader restricted. So I think only me and the mods got to see it. Didn't see on a mobile? Okay. Well, it's not ideal, but we got it, and that's what matters. Automod's been pretty good about catching stuff like that lately. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen a bot in ages. There are a lot of people in the Steam Reddit that mod their Steam app to look like a classic green version. I would rather die. I don't miss those days in the least. If there is an ancient period of Steam that I miss, it's when they first started doing seasonal sales. Because they were really creative and they had some really cool stuff going on. Like, they had game giveaways and all kinds of exciting stuff and really good deals on like indie game bundles and stuff. It was a sad thing when the seasonal sales kind of settled into a set format, when they stopped being cool and unique. But yeah, I have no nostalgia, no fondness for the early days of Steam. It was terrible. It was truly a terrible platform. And that's why no other platform is going to compete with Steam. They don't have an extra 10 years to spare to work through all the hardships of actually making a digital distribution platform fun and interesting to use. You know, the Epic Store is not there, and it never will be. You know, Bassy, goddamn Bassy, thank you for the 110 stream streak, much appreciated. Don't you miss him as a coin flip if Steam would actually open or just get stuck forever? That and the progress bar for updates going backwards. Yeah. Those were the good old days. I enjoyed that. But yeah. Yeah, Steam, I'm no fan of monopolies and companies getting to really dictate the market. But if any company in the game industry and digital distribution has earned it, it's Valve. Valve absolutely put in the time and effort to make Steam the pinnacle, the paragon of digital distribution services. They made it fun to use. They made it fun and interesting, and they managed that after years and years and years of it being just agonizing garbage, so. Hard not to respect that on some level. Shopping is like a game. That's a big part. They gamified buying games. You know? You get profile achievements for how many games you own. You get points that can be used for cosmetic stuff for spending money on Steam. Like, they did it. They put in the time, they put in the work. They did a ton of experimenting. Like, there's so many, they launched so many systems and initiatives on Steam, and a lot of them didn't pan out, a lot of them died off. A lot of them still straggle along without any attention or updates, like the curator system. But they did. They made the effort. So, and it shows. And the community responded, I think. And yes, it's really about the value of making it as convenient as possible. Yeah. What's up, Justin Brett? Good to see you. Kind of sad to see the Infinity Nikki fandom implode. It's a free game. Someone blew money on it for dumb gotcha stuff. That's on them. I have no idea what's going on, but that you have my sympathies. That's a shame. It's not fun to see any fandom explode, really. You gotta feel bad for the people who invest emotionally in something and then watch it crumble. Yeah. What can you do? There are no more heroes, chat. Don't admire anyone. Don't give anyone the benefit of the doubt. They're all monsters. Watching Com Battler V, I forgot how good this show was since it's been forever. It's Infinity getting the Dragalia Lost treatment. There's so many terrible things that can happen to fandoms. I can't keep up with it all. Certainly not Bungie. Anyway, chat, we should get going tonight. My stream announcement, my stream title are all making allusions to the fact that we may get very, very, very stuck on something tonight. It's on the next page, in fact. We are on the cusp of a great danger, chat. You are in peril, and you don't even know it. So I'll go ahead and talk about the schedule. I'll give you all the important reminders, as I am wont to do, and then we'll play some Bust a Move, and then we'll see where the die of fate has been cast. Steam SNES edition coming up. I don't remember when that is. I feel like we may still be a little ways off from it. I'm gonna look that up. When was it? Or we might have passed it already and it slid off my smooth brain. September 1st, 1995. So no, we got about half the year to go before we get there. Kill for a full playthrough? What, of Doom? Super Nintendo Doom specifically? Why? I must ask, why? Looking through it now, apparently a new update released, 11-piece costume to blow out the gacha economy, something furious when people complain the devs went full assault. What happened to Infinity Nikki is sad. I want to play it now, probably never will. Dragalia Lost got like 3 or 4 years. It's pretty good by Nintendo gacha stand. Looks like the next page is stuck. May as well skip it. The thing about it, Busted Move is a terrible name for this game. A name like that should be in some sort of rhythm or dancing game. Agreed. Agreed. I think Busted Move is a really inappropriate name for this. Especially since we have Bust a Groove, which is a rhythm game. Bust a Move is... I guess the idea was... you're busting bubbles. So they had Bust, and each move is strategic. Yeah, I know it's Puzzle Bobble. I know it's supposed to be Puzzle Bobble. They should have stuck with Puzzle Bobble, because people remember Bubble Bobble. In fact, I don't know why they did that. Like people had a distinct fondness for Bubble Bobble, so why not tie it back directly? It's a almost inexplicable rebrand. Retcon the entire down-to-earth story of Infinity Nikki after 5 months in favor of a multiverse story that's better suited to the future monetization plans. That sucks. That really sucks. I hate to hear that. They erased and replaced the entire story. It's kind of crazy. Never heard of anything quite like it. Bubsy. Thankfully, no. Alright, so anyway, schedule-wise, let's talk about the schedule for a second. Tonight, of course, is the Power Hours. It's the last stream of the week. Tomorrow night is nothing. You get nothing. There are no Sunday streams. They are a myth. They are a fable. They've never existed, and they never will. Monday, though, we're going to be starting 1000 X Resist, a really cool-looking, suspenseful sci-fi thingy thing. And my plan is to stream that until we finish it. I think it's supposed to take I think it's going to take 4 nights, and I think we're just going to do all 4 nights next week of that. Because, for one thing, despite the peril we are in, I am planning on finishing this issue of Nintendo Power tonight. If we don't, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. But, yeah, assuming we do finish it tonight, then I think next Thursday will probably be spent finishing 1000 X Resist. So we can just get it all done at a stretch. Because I am not going to be streaming next Friday and Saturday. I am going to be on vacation. My family and I are going to be in Yellowstone National Park. I'm very excited for that. So, also, on the horizon is my annual trip to Japan. I'm going to be leaving June 16th and coming back June 29th. So if you want to mark your calendars now, feel free. We've roughly got 4 full weeks before I leave. And in those 4 full weeks, we're going to be doing shorter games. The plan is to do shorter playthroughs on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So, yeah. Sunday Myth and Fable. May the 18th be without you, since you will not be streaming. One day you'll do a Sunday stream. It's just going to be Claire B waiting for people to funnel in. Your camera comes on and be like, psych, shop stream. That's a good idea. I like that. I like that. Push all 4 nights into 1 night, then you have to deal with our shit for the rest of the week. Guess someone in the upper ranks thought, hey, my kid liked this song by name, we should name it that. Never mind, the song was ages old and had nothing to do with the game. Popular earworms. People always think of our game. And as far as I'm concerned, they were wrong. But I'm not in marketing, and I wasn't in marketing in the 90s, so I can't explain it. I don't know what Taito was up to or what they were thinking. But let's talk about it, chat. Let's chat about it, and then we'll play it a bit. Taitos, bubble-bodied dragons are back in Bust-A-Move. They play a much different role than they did in the NES classic Bubble Bobble. So, Nintendo Power at least has the wherewithal to mention Bubble Bobble here. This time they're helping out by loading the bubble launcher. Goals to launch bubbles and clear the screen. Simple concept, somehow translates into an extremely engrossing game. Has kept players here glued to controllers for hours on end. There are 100 puzzles in the one-player mode, and there's unlimited play in the versus and challenge mode. If your preferences puzzles, don't miss this one. Alright, so there's actually a total of 8 different colors in this. I did not know that, so thank you, Nintendo Power, for filling in that particular gap in my knowledge. There's special bubbles. When water bubble breaks, it washes over the ones below it, making them the same color. Thunder bubble shoots lightning to the side. Flame bubbles burn away any bubbles touching them. Okay, cool. There's a versus mode. There's a challenge mode, which really sounds like Score Attack. The power-up tips are behind my head here are pretty simple. Just look for a couple bubbles holding a big bunch together and drop them all at once. So yeah. Used to play a 6-player online version of Puzzle Bobble on some Japanese site years and years ago. Oh, that sounds cool. Let's chat about it, Talk. Remember the box art for that one Bust-A-Move on PS1 Saturn? Mark, I ain't no fucking clue what they're doing. I don't actually. Could you link it? I'm curious what you're referring to. Is this like an ugly Mega Man situation? But in the meantime, we shall bust that move. I owe you a busted move, chat. Just saw a title on the SNES that I have never seen before in my life. Very odd. Wonder if we'll ever get to that in the magazine. Taito! Bob. It's Bob. In Bust-A-Move. Continue? Does actually oh no. I don't have a password. From the beginning, please. No! I'm a genius. The screaming baby heads one? What? No. I will say the Bust-A-Move can be absolutely heartbreaking when you try to jam a bubble like right in the perfect spot and it just won't. It just refuses you. It spurns you. Yes! Yes! This is a very cute game, yeah. And it's a very solid puzzle game too. There's obviously a whole lot of skill to it. Being able to eyeball where bubbles are gonna go. Check Discord feedback channel. Oh my god. Oh, those are horrifying. Hurry up, shut up. Shut up! God damn your eyes. No, oh, I fucked that. I fucked that real bad. And then I fixed it, chat. Hallelujah. Those aren't insane. I was actually thinking the PS2 Bust-A-Move, the PS1. PS1 is awful too. I actually remember seeing that one in stores. And yeah. Total nightmare fuel, that. Okay, that's pretty sweet. That's some good shit right there. That might have been a mistake. I really just wanna... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I think I screwed myself. Oh, thank Christ. I was turning into a total nightmare scenario. Come on, man. You gotta give me a white one eventually. You have to. This is non-optional. There it is. Ooh, not what I was looking for. Shit. Can I get that in there? Ah, close enough. I have no legs and I must bust a move. Father's dinner prep for tomorrow. Finally can watch. Good evening, Ms. Roy. Good to see you. Don't mind me. Just busting a move. Oh no! That's not where that was supposed to go. Oh, that wasn't where that was supposed to go either. Jesus. What the hell, man? Wow, those last green ones are gonna be a real pain in the ass. And Evil Lord Jesus Christ! Vexen man was arrested for the attempted murder of his wife who was trying to... Oh, God. Hi, Andy. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. This is never gonna work. Oh. Thank God. Okay. Tequila's poisonous. That makes sense. Tequila is delicious poison. I get along really well with tequila, as it turns out. Discovered that on a pub crawl many years ago. Oh, that almost worked out really, really well. But it didn't, and now I'm super sad. Oh, I'm screwed. Oh, I'm gonna die. Lol, never mind. Hurry up! Hurry the fuck up! That was exactly where I need this one to go. Damn it. Oh, shit. Cover that in a way. Wow! That's a hell of a shot. There we go. Deedly deedly do. Wait, aren't Bub and Bob supposed to be different colors? Why are they both green? I thought one was supposed to be blue. I don't think that's really what I wanted. Ooh, yes. That was beautiful. Why is it turning green, man? I didn't ask for green. Shit. It's because who cares? Eva, that's so rude of you. You needn't be like that. No! Gotcha. Beep, beep. Wow, that was a pretty good shot. If I do say so myself. That wasn't. That was in fact terrible. any of that. Never ask a question you don't want answers to. You'd think I'd know by now, but I never learned. Damn, that one blue one in there. Oh, yes. No. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. Oh, no. Oh, no. I wanted to attach this whole construct. Fuck. Okay, that helped. Game hard, chat. No! Okay. Ugh. That was a struggle. Yes! I can't believe I pulled that off. Hot damn, chat. I aced that one. 18 seconds. Move busted. Okay, good. Okay. Ah, shit. Not what I wanted. Actually, I really didn't want to do that either. Oh no! I think perhaps it is I who will be busted this time. No! Ugh. Man, they gave me a lot of chances on that one, and I do appreciate it. Okay. Can't really complain about that. Ew. In Puzzle Pirates, they use this minigame for a fist fight. It's pretty fun. Wow, I actually recovered this. Unbelievable. Yeesh. Oh, fuck. Okay. That could have been real bad. Woo! Woo! Alright, this is the last one I'm gonna do, chat. Otherwise, this is never gonna end. Otherwise, we will just be busting moves all night. Wow, that was easy. Okay. Score. Alright, I beat the first 12 levels. I've beaten 12% of the game, in fact. So we'll leave that here. But the moves, they done been busted, chat. Yeah, this isn't actually the puzzle game I intend to spend the whole night on. That is coming up. Magfest had some challenge kiosks, and one of them, ones of them was this: hack to give you truly random orbs. Yikes. The more balls you drop off the screen with the move, the bigger the punch your opponent's board. Super Yoshi's cookie? Alright. Hold on to your asses, chat. Buttress your feelings. A powerful presence rises in front of us, and it is Mario's Picross. For anybody who's missed it, I have become hopelessly obsessed with Picross. And it started with this. It happened because of the Playdate and Sketch Share Solve, which was part of the California Wildfire Relief Bundle on itch.io. That bundle actually includes 3 Playdate games. One of them is a Picross game. I played it. I beat every single puzzle in it, and I started branching out from there. I have 2 separate Picross games on my phone now. And now we have Mario's Picross here. It could happen to you. So yeah, we'll see. You don't have to request this one. Okay. Love you, Dave. We're gonna do it anyway, but I appreciate that. I appreciate the encouragement. I appreciate the enablement. Yeah, I have been waiting since my Picross addiction started. I have been waiting eagerly for this one to hit. So let's see what Nintendo Power has to say about it. If Vaj DMs you a link to a Picross game, don't click it. It'll affect your very mind. Definitely spending the whole night on this now. I'm gonna try not to. We are near the end of the magazine. We are very, very close. I think it's this and maybe like 1 or 2 other games. And then it's now playing and we're done. So I have to resist the urge to play this all night, so we can actually finish the magazine tonight. I have not played Murder by Numbers. No, I'm keeping an eye on it, though. The next time it goes on sale, I'm probably going to get it. That one looks cool. The next thing I need is Picross with a story. One of the 2 games I have on my phone, it's called... What's it called? Meow Tower. It's a Picross game. It's a nonograms game, where you're building a tower for adorable cats, and you get the resources to build your tower by doing nonograms. And it's really cute and stuff. So, unfortunately, my younger daughter took that one over from me. She plays it now, so I've kind of left it to her. Yeah. All right. Tetris fans, give your Tetrads a rest. A new obsession just rose into town from Nintendo. Yeah, I know. Mario's Picross for Super Game Boy, specifically, mixes the challenge of crosswords and the fun of jigsaw puzzles. By shipping out blocks on a grid, you uncover a hidden picture. It sounds easy, but forget that. The numbers beside each row and column indicate how many groups of blocks to chip out in that row or column. You can use logic or luck, but the clock is ticking. If you chisel out the wrong chip, you lose a chunk of time. Mario's Picross helps with learning with a learning mode, hints, and a battery that saves your progress. This is kind of unique as far as Picross games go, that it is timed. I am, at this point, used to Picross games where you just... Either it's just a bunch of puzzles, or you have to do something to unlock the puzzles, or what, but then you have as long as you want to do the puzzle, so... Murder by Numbers is Phoenix, right? But Picross, right? Yeah, that's what it looks like to me, yeah. I recently cleared all the content in the cat-themed Picross phone game I've been playing, so I guess I'll try out Meow Tower. Glad I mentioned it then. Ones I played have always had timers. That's interesting. Yeah, Sketchshare. So, Sketchshare Solve on Playdate is kind of my gold standard at this point. And the way it worked, all the puzzles were unlocked from the start. There's no timer or anything, no penalties for getting things wrong, and it would, when you logically resolve one of the numbers, it would mark it for you. It wouldn't necessarily be correct. Or yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it's correct, but it would help you with that. You'd still have to mark off the line and stuff by yourself. One of the phone ones that I play has some nice quality of life stuff, like once you filled in all the blocks in a line, you can tap on the line and it'll X out the rest of the line for you if it's correct. So you can kind of confirm as you go. The cat one is interesting because the cat one will penalize you for making the wrong mark. Sketch, Share, Solve, and the other phone one I play is Picross. They won't do that. They don't care if you get it wrong, because you still got to work out the whole picture anyway. But Meow Tower will penalize you if you try to put something in the wrong spot. But its puzzles are also easier in general, and it marks entire lines off for you without needing to tap on anything. The way I play Picross is to find commonality between two extremes. Yes, once you get out of the easy puzzles, and I think we'll talk about this as we're playing it. Once you get out of the easy puzzles where they have like full or nearly full rows to start with, yeah, you got to start looking for possible overlaps and working backwards from there. When I've been playing Hungry Cat Nonogram as a counting up timer, gives you a star rating on how fast you do it, no penalty for mistakes. Just you made a mistake, probably lost some seconds, yeah. Alright, so the how to play option explains the process of solving Mario's Picross puzzles step by step. After that, try the easy Picross mode. Easy puzzles teach basic strategies. Finally, the Picross mode contains large, challenging puzzles. So it looks like the main mode in this is 15 by 15. Which Picross is the same way. The basics. Pick tips. Okay. Believe it or not, if you work patiently, you should never make a mistake in Picross. This is actually, I've discovered this from all the different Picross games I've played, that this is actually heavily dependent on the maker of the puzzle. It is not easy to make these puzzles. It is actually fairly challenging to make good ones. Sketch, Share, Solve, as the name implies, allows you to make your own nonograms, and I've tried to make a couple, but making ones that have like that satisfying logical flow throughout the entire puzzle is really hard. And you can make puzzles where there are gaps in the logic that require guessing. One nonogram game I tried on my phone that I didn't stick with because it was riddled with ads, would actually mark certain puzzles as requiring guesses, which surprised me. I did not expect that. I have this weird thing. Friend sent me a PDF of the Alpha Strike full rules, and for whatever reason, I find it much harder to read than I have physical. Oh, damn. Well, hopefully the hardcover is just a really nice thing to have in general. Alright, so they're tips. Fill in all complete rows or columns immediately. If a row or column has no chip blocks in it, make sure to mark the blocks with an X so you won't mistakenly chip them later. Complete all obvious groups first. Sometimes you can tell their group will use at least some of the blocks on a line. Chip out those blocks that are obvious, leaving the end blocks to finish up later. Always place an X after a group of blocks because there's always at least one empty block separating groups. Don't guess. Even if chipping a block looks like the right move, don't chip it until you're sure. Try to stop the hint cursor along the sides of the grid. I think this has like a randomized hint system in it. And then this last one's funny. If you're close to running out of time, make a sketch of your puzzle on paper so you can start over and quickly fill in the groups of blocks that you chipped out during the previous attempt. Let out Picross DS, and that you can start an overlay mode to test the solution, then apply or discard. That's cool. So then they give you some more in-depth tutorial stuff. They help you go through the logic of solving 2 puzzles, and then they give you some examples to work with the solutions listed upside down, as if that's really gonna make a difference. So let's do it. Let's go ahead and get to it, chat. I cannot wait. I've been aching to play this game. Sleeper Agent programming has been awakened in me by the ActRaiser. Enix had really good composers working for them. Like, a lot of their SNES games have really, really, really memorable songs. Oh shit, that's not what I want. Yes, this is what I want. Okay. RetroArch tried to load me into my Amiga folder, and I was like, nope. Hold up. Chrono Trigger soundtrack. It's ominous. I was about to redeem solve Picross puzzles in the issue where you show up the solutions were already there. Let's start with how to play. We'll just work through it as it is. Hi kids, it's time for us to solve the mystery of Picross. The mystery lies in the numbers on the top, the left side of the window. You're in my world now, paisano. Which together will help you draw the secret picture. Jupiter Co. still making Picross games for Nintendo platforms to this day. If we solve the puzzle correctly, the entire picture will be shown. It's the letter N. Here are the rules to solving the mystery. The numbers above the columns tell you how many boxes you need to chisel in the downward direction. This one is a 5, so you will need to chisel in 5 consecutive boxes. The numbers on the left of the rows tell you how many boxes you need to chisel in the left to right direction. Excuse me, I am no child. I'm pressing X to doubt right now. This one is a 3 and a 1, so you'll need to chisel in 3 consecutive boxes and 1 single box separated by at least 1 space. If you do not solve the secret picture in 30 minutes? 30 minutes? Then your game is over. If you make a mistake, then your remaining time will be reduced. But try not to panic. Oh, you lose 2 minutes for each mistake. Okay. You mark boxes that you think should stay clear with an X. Hits you play, choose yes on the whip hint option at the beginning of the game. When you start a new secret picture, the top and left cursors will be moving. Push the A button to stop the cursor. Press again to stop the left cursor. Then the answers for that combination will be shown. That's a pretty neat system. Good luck! Alright, let's do some easy Picross. Alright, I'm definitely not doing all of these, but... let's try this one. I did it, chat. I made the letter L. You know what? Let's just do regular Picross. We got Kinoko, and Star. Alright, Kinoko course. 64 puzzles. Okay. No hints, please. Alright, here we go. Start with full rows. I think this is the one that's shown right there on the feature. I think it's the Game Boy. That's 6. That's also 9. Let's see, 6 and then 3. Kikos have taken over Mesoamerica over that, or they're Mesoamericans. Alright, that's done, that's done. This one is not. It goes here. Okay, it's a Game Boy. All of them start with referencing Luigi and not Mario. It is, isn't it? Alright, they gave me 30 minutes. I solved it in a minute 39. Congratulations! It's a Game Boy. You've got a bouncing baby Game Boy. Alright. 7 and 7 means that's filled in, and then we got 5. Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, 1, 3. My bad. Okay, that's all good. If Elijah doesn't steal the Picross in 30 minutes, Mario will kill him. I'm surprised it's not Super Game Boy, which you should buy. What's up, Shadows? Picross is good. Picross going good. Alright, that's 9. That's 9. Alright, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be a star. I see it. Too far. Okay, so yeah, the reason they give you 30 minutes is because they knock off a significant amount of time every time you screw up. And then, I mean, we can really just kind of sit on this. Oh, there's, hang on, we're not done yet. Oops. There we go. You're not gonna be a star with a fat ass. Okay, game, I've admired it enough. Bigger penalties for more mistakes. Yeah. I really must learn to be more careful. Alright, let's see here. So that leaves us a space of 11. Alright, so that's that. 1 and 9. Okay, that's done. That's gotta be like that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Imagine Mario confused Kirby's Warp Star with his invisibility. A rude awakening indeed. Now, I forgot you can overwrite. You can overwrite blocks with those. That's weird. Chisel makes the control look a lot more awkward than it probably is. Yeah, I just look at the chisel and not the hammer. But you're right. The hammer does kind of throw it off. Error in column 11. And 12. What? 1 of 4, but no 1. Ah, this, yeah. Okay, that has to go there then. Ah, but not there. Go there. Okay. Okay, so... okay. That's that. And this one. Peaches High Hills must be. Where did that one go? Oh, that's 6, not 7. Okay. Thought it was gonna be a treasure chest. Nope, it's a high heel. I mean, it could be Mario's high heel. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. We're doing 13 vertically and 14. Oh, no. So we know this one's 10. We don't know where it starts and where it ends, but we know these middle 7 have to be there. Same with this 8. The middle 3 have to be there. And then we know that these are actually done, because it's 5. This is 12 down here. Let's see here. It's currently 8. Okay, yeah. That's that. I think that's done. Yeah, that's done. 7. is this gonna be, chat? Oh, that's 3, 2, 2, 3, 2. So that's that done. That's a 6, and this needs to stick out here. That's filled in. And that's that 5. Those need to be filled in. What the hell is this? One of my favorite parts of Picross is having absolutely no idea what I'm making until the very end. Alright, 1. Mailbox, bread loaf. I made bread, chat. Turns out I'm actually pretty good at making bread. The gravestone? Alright, let's see. We got 13 here. I didn't mean to do that. The cursor got out of hand. All toasters, toast, toast. 6. 5. This is, okay, 4. Free Nintendo America, Mario would have made a great start. Alright, where are we at here? Alright, these are 3s, okay. These are also 3s. These are also 3s. Alright, so that's at 7. 4, and that's done there. I think this is gonna be a piece of cake. And I'm not saying this is gonna be easy. I think we're literally making a piece of cake here. Yeah. The controls, doing this on with a cursor on a gamepad is actually kind of awkward. I got it. I got it. doing this with time and mistake pressure is kind of difficult. I'm used to Picross, the nonograms being like very low stress, low stakes. This is not that. It's only 2 steps away from being an Undertale / Deltarune song. More heartbreak. It's like 2 seconds away from drilling a hole in my skull. I think we're making a potion. Oh, what the hell? Oh, it's not symmetrical. Oh, I screwed up. I screwed up, chat. It's not symmetrical. Oh no, it's a coat hanger. I thought it was gonna be like a Super Mario Bros. 2 potion. It's a coat hanger. Okay. Who's had enough Picross? Who has heard enough of this jingle? Who's seen enough blocks being filled in? I mean, I just got here. Keep going. I can't say no to that. I have. Seen enough but would not hate more. Okay. Noted. Duly noted. Mute game audio and play the YouTube music instead. You know what? I think we could. Yes. Yes, we can. There we go. There we go, chat. A small mercy. Because, yeah, I know some of y'all were going insane there. Now it's a way different vibe? Yeah. I don't dislike it. This is much better. 6 gotta be in here, and then that there. What is this gonna be, I wonder? Alright, that's 2 filled in. Those are connected. Okay, I actually got... Okay, these are good. I think it's a school bus. Or just a bus. Says for net. 6. Okay, that. 6, 7, 8. 4. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's done. 2, 5, 1. That's 12. 6. That's 10 done. Oh, it's just... Yeah, it's just that. It's just that. Bus! I hear their wheels go round and round. Please skip to the next song. These artists should be ashamed. Look, they don't have that much to work with. I did call that one. I did. Alright, that's that. Okay. Alright, where do we go from here? Well, we can fill this in. I got us another bus! Alright, so this one's actually 4. 1. 1. There's another 1 in there somewhere. Probably is 3 here. Probably. In fact, I guess that, and I admit it, I think this one might be an airplane. Potentially. Yeah, the thing about the symmetrical ones, if they are perfectly symmetrical, then, like, you can really just kind of guess on some of these. Like, I knew that. I just knew. That's that. So it's not an airplane. Never assume symmetry. That's what gets you the coat hanger. But see, the numbers there weren't symmetrical. These numbers are. If the numbers are symmetrical, then you can assume symmetry. I overlooked that one aspect of the puzzle. Okay, so that's that. Parasol? It's got some bits that hang down here is the thing. I think it might be ball-shaped. Well, that's done. The fearsome gazebo. I guess it's a bell. Were you ever into Magic the Gathering? Only the Duels of the Planewalkers games on Xbox Live Arcade. I never actually collected Magic cards. I came this close. I came this close when I was in middle school, and I started collecting the deciphered Star Wars CCG. I came this close to buying a starter deck for Ice Age, and I didn't do it. And sometimes I wonder how different my life might have been if I had done that. Who knows, chat? Thinking back into it thanks to the Final Fantasy sets. Seems like the Final Fantasy sets have really gotten people's attention. Okay, this one is not symmetrical. So we cannot assume such here. Wait, what the heck? Oh no. The best-selling set of all time? Holy shit, that's quite an accomplishment. Okay, I got lucky with that one. Seven. Oh, no. That's 8. At least they don't penalize you for putting an X in the wrong place. They only penalize you for marking the wrong place. Wizards of the Coast might be a good place to apply to. I have. Wouldn't expect anything though. Yeah, it couldn't have gone here because this is only 5. That would have made it 6. That's 5, 2, 1, 1, and then another 1. 2, 5. Ah, no. 2, 4. Marine's probably never gonna stop breaking. Wouldn't be a bad gig. Yeah. Certainly not. Certainly not. This is supposed to be 3. This has to be 3. Wait, if these are 3, then they gotta be... Oh, wait. That's just that. Okay. This is 3, 3? Oh, it is. 2, 3, 3. Ah, cool. I see some other wording. Wizards of the Coast don't take English major. That has to be that. Okay. This is another one of those times I'm really not sure what I'm making. Oh, it's an ice skate! I see it. I think it's a star. I see it. That's it. 5112. There we go. Cha 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 cha. Skate. Not exclusively an ice skate, but a skate. Oh, look at all the empty space on this one. I really appreciate the Picross games that fill those in for you. Alright, let's see here. That's 2, 1. How many we got? Okay, we're going 9 here vertically. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we know that's there. I don't think that really helps too much. 13. Like so. Picross 3D on DS where you're solving nonogram cubes. Oh my god, I think that would melt my brain. I don't think that would end very well for me. This has to be a 2, and that has to be a 1, because there's not enough space for anything else. That's gonna be that. We're running out of space down here for something, so we can fill in those. All those 2s. I have tons of 0 columns, and you spend a minute or 2 smashing them out of starter puzzle. Very tedious. Yeah. That is not the fun of nonograms. That is not why we do what we do. Alright, that's that. Alright, and then... Alright, 13 is... Yeah, that's did. That's done. That in. Nah. 6. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we're about there, chat. We almost got it. That. That. Out. These are all 1s, but that's 3. That's 10. 10. Boop. And then a 3. Mario's ass. There's a Peter Molyneux game about Cube, and you clicked it and did win a prize. I remember that. I remember that. Called Curiosity, I believe. And the grand prize was supposed to be, like, an actual influential position in his next game, Goddess. But they didn't actually get that either. Because Peter Molyneux is a huge hack. got it. A really flat Among Us. It's a shoe. It's a big goofy shoe. It's a shoe for a clown to wear for the circus. All right, chat. Is that enough nonograms for you, or do we keep going? Yes! Has your lust for Picross been slaked? It has. Yes. Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. We're gonna make this official. This is now the democratic playthrough. It is, though. It is, though. All right, chat. Voting is open. Do we continue this, or do we game over this? Let's hear it. Let's have it. Vote now. If you vote to continue, this is the rest of the night. If you vote to end it, we will actually move on and finish the magazine. The power is in your hands. And while you're voting, I'm gonna do another puzzle or two. Because I just can't help myself. Like that. If we tie, I swear to fuck. Like, if you tie, I don't know what I'll do, actually. I can't actually say. wait, Lodrohai called a vote on this and then voted to end it? That is some top tier trolling right there. I love it. The duality of Lodrohai. Oh wait, this has to be this. Sweet, okay. And then that's that, so that's gotta fill in there at least. Alright, cool, that's did. That's donezo. That's also did. That's that. Okay, alright, progress. Progress being made. This is good. This is cool. Yeah, it's not to say I'm tired of this. I know most of the group is done, just want to get rid of it's nice. Nice. Well, you do it with such flair. Alright, that one's done. That one's done. I have to assume this one's gonna be down here. We're just gonna full playthrough for the sake of ending this look a little sooner. Bold play, I like it. Alright, that's 8. Those 2s are done anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. One more. I was wrong, it wins the vote, I still win. You can't lose! It's a scooter! It's me giving you the middle finger. I don't need a nonogram to see that, though. That. 3, 3. Hand looks weird. That. That row is done. That's a 3. That's closed off. That's a 3. That's done. Oh no! I beefed it, chat. Pushed the wrong button. That's done. There's one more 1 in here somewhere. Oh, it's a hat! I made a hat. Big fan of H. It's a cap. All right, what is the vote looking like right now? Okay. All right, the vote is to end this. So we'll move on. It's Halloween Harry's. All right. The hidden brother. All right. Well, that was a good time, chat. I enjoyed that. We got through 11 puzzles. Hario, Luigi. All right, give me 1 second. I want to do a tiny bit of bookkeeping on the back end here. I like one of the things I record for each night. If there is a democratic playthrough vote, I like to record what the numbers were. Just so I have an idea of where y'all fall. Music's still going through. I was supposed to end when the game does. Busy too. All right, moving on to more Lion King. Lion King never ends, chat. Continuing successful collaboration with Disney, Virgin has released Lion King for Game Boy, though it can't match the Super NES's version. Super NES version's music and sound effects, the game takes Game Boy graphics to new heights, showing the same attention, detail, and fluid animation as its 16-bit counterpart. Scar is sexy. Hey, did you finish working on our new Disney villain? The lion? Yeah, boss. Made it real sexy. Just like you asked. What? Lion King 2 Game Boy's Revenge. Oh no. Well, I guess we can enjoy how fluid the animation is for a minute. It looks like a straight yeah. It's pretty much a straight port of the SNES game, including what looks like the catastrophically difficult second level. But yeah, Elephant Graveyard, Stampede. The Stampede in this one is from an overhead perspective, quivering with fear. And then y'all, all the same levels: Exile, Hakuna Matata, Destiny, Hyena Layers, Return to Pride Rock, yada 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 yada. Can't be that much harder than the console version. I mean, if it's as hard as the console version, that's still pretty ruinous, honestly. Like the console version stage 2 is all but impossible. Okay, a bunch of levels you want to see because you're dying on level 2, exactly. Okay, hang on, I gotta unmute this. There we go. Ah! Did they rent out Game Boy games? Did they? I don't remember. I never rented a Game Boy game. I don't remember seeing Game Boy games for rental at Blockbuster. Dark technologies. Well, the sound design is definitely trying. I'm gonna make this as easy as fucking possible. Also, apparently they put one of your attacks on the start button. Oh my god, chubby Simba. Some places did, but more specialized stores than video rental. Ow. Now, I know this looks like a graphical glitch, but in the magazine, it's exactly the same. Game's like, is it? Okay. Sometimes y'all throw me off a little bit. Because sometimes the audio levels look perfectly fine on my end, but y'all say it's loud. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Why did that one explode? I was able to hear the background music with my crappy mono speaker. Okay. I see. Oh, fuck off. Oh my god. Wow, what an asshole. The controls in this are butt. They're really bad. Ugh. That's a chameleon? Well, apparently chameleons explode in the Pridelands. My god! I will say the animation, they were right about the animation, it's pretty sharp. Sound design's pretty alright, but the controls are terrible. Oh, god damn it, no! Ugh. 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 Oh, that was two together. The exploding things are beetles. Don't know why beetles explode though. Oh, it's so clunky. Like half the time when you go to jump, it just fuck off, man. Half the time you go to jump, it just won't jump. Man, this is. If I even make it to stage 2, this is gonna make stage 2 fucking impossible. The game is just not responsive enough. Are some of the graphics corrupted? Dude, the Nintendo Power feature looks exactly like this. This is not an emulation error. This is how the game looks. Remember that Charles Darwin found out why bombardier beetles got their name because he stuck in his mouth. Oh boy. Yep, open wide, Simba. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Okay, so here you have to jump. You have to jump to a giraffe. You get. Fuck! I told you, man. The jump button is just not responsive at all. Why are we watching a slideshow this level? Because this is as good as it gets, man. Ah! Yeah, this is actually way worse than the Super Nintendo version because it controls so badly. Okay. Okay, I made it this far. Oh no. Right. Game Boy or Game & Watch? No. No, I've had enough, thanks. Long live the king. You know what? Scar earned it. He put in the work. He put in the time. He can have it. It's fine. It's fine. They'll be okay. I think Scar had some big ideas about tariffs and immigration for the Pride Lands. I'm sure they'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? I think I put the high-speed section in this shitfest. Alright, anyway, that's the Lion King. The king is dead. Good fucking riddance. Jurassic Park! Part 2, The Chaos Continues, now on Game Boy! From book to film to toys to video games, Jurassic Park has been an unqualified success, igniting the imaginations of millions of fans worldwide. Ocean hopes to tap into that popularity again with Jurassic Park 2, The Chaos Continues, a one-player action pack for Game Boy. Side-scrolling gameplay offers few surprises, and action veterans may find little challenge here. The title does offer solid play control, however, and works well as an entry-level pack for less experienced players. What's up, MST? And OG Game Boy too. I think by this point, I'm trying to remember if I bought any Game Boy games after this point. I think the last Game Boy game that I picked up was Mega Man 5. After that, I was kind of done with the system. And then I never had a Game Boy Color. The crushed screenshots we're playing as Grant. Looks like it. In Jurassic Park Part 2 on Super Nintendo, you're not. You're playing as some like InGen Mook or something. Near the villain tonight. Got one for Christmas 1990. Your parents sent you one while you're in the Navy and deploy. Oh wow. Well, I bet that helped pass the time. Nintendo Power even published some letters from soldiers who had Game Boys during the deployments. And of course, there's the infamous Game Boy that got blown up during Operation Desert Storm and continued functioning. Tennis head-to-head was cool. Oh, I bet it was, yeah. So your favorite OG Game Boy games are yet to release. Like everyone's thinking Pokemon, there's Wario Land 2 and Game & Watch Gallery. Yeah, I realize I missed out on a lot of games by kind of stopping with the system when I did. Game Boy, OG Game Boy was one of the longest lived systems that Nintendo put out. Got Game Boy when I was a kid. My stepdad broke it playing Tetris on the toilet. Yeah, Game Boy Pocket, your birthday that year. Oh, well, that worked out, didn't it? All right, so there's 4. Okay, there's 4 zones. You can get chased by a T-Rex and Triceratops and stuff. Let's do it. Mostly use your Game Boy for Pokemon. I mostly use mine for Final Fantasy. Right, what we now know as Saga. I probably spent more time playing Final Fantasy Legend 1 and 2 than anything else. I did play a lot of Final Fantasy Adventure, what we know now as Sword of Mana, and Link's Awakening. Those are the big games for me on Game Boy. It was amazing. It was amazing to me being able to play like a deep adventure game or an RPG on a handheld. Like, that was remarkable to me. Plus, those old Saga games are really, really cool. They were, I think in a lot of ways they were ahead of their time. Jurassic. I was about to say. Emulator had to think about this one for a second. But we got there. Wow. A quadlingual Game Boy cart. English, please. Ocean presents. Welcome to Jurassic Park. That looks like the 18 van. Can I press on Wednesday? We'll get Tetris running on a toilet. Jurassic Park 2. You are now in Jurassic Park. Be careful because many of the dinosaurs are free to roam in the park and can be very dangerous. In order to get to the various sections of the park, you will have to open the safety grills. To do this, you have to collect up all the JP magnetic cards. That's kind of a run-on sentence there. We hope that you will eventually come out of Jurassic Park alive. Something I was gonna say, we hope that you will enjoy your stay. Good luck. Okay, can I play? Can we go? Can we do it? Okay. Well? He's so kawaii. He is actually. He has chibi proportions. Wow, you can fire in 8 directions too? Or no, 5 directions. You can't fire down. But I get the feeling I'm not gonna need to either. I think I was on the cards in hand. Oh, so I'm looking for 4 cards total here, I guess. Alan Grant and Jurassic Contra. This song is actually pretty good. Almost decent rendition of the theme from Super Nintendo. I think it just sounds good on its own, honestly. Also, his animation for crouching is pretty good. I'm sure you packed all the dinos full of fireworks. Why are the cards falling from the sky? Also, the music changes once you get all the cards in the level. Hail shotgun. This is my boomstick! Christ, we need 8 cards in this one. This is better than the Lost World, though, bar clear. Wait, do I need to go down here? Look at him swimming! Oh my god, it turned into a harpoon gun. My shotgun now shoots harpoons. Alan Grant, beautiful human submarine.
what Western game does as demo scene, people trying to make demo into a playable game. Good music and maybe visuals and if nothing else. Animation players price per rad for a Game Boy game. It's solid, isn't it? The game actually looks quite good. And gameplay-wise, like the controls are certainly tight enough. It's really nice being able to shoot in 5 directions. This is solid, chat. I have no real complaints about this. The entire retro Jurassic Park collection is on Steam. I did not know that. I mean, that's to be completely honest, that's not really something that particularly interests me, but it's good to know. Guessing about the music of the game at British Dev Ocean. Oh no. I'm missing a magnetic keycard. Oh fuck. There it is. How in the world did it get down here? This is astoundingly decent for Ocean. It's fun. It looks good, it sounds good, it plays good. It's good, chat. Might actually be the best Jurassic Park game I've played. Alright, I think there's a boss fight. Yeah. Oh fuck, now. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, shit, shit. Okay. Either babies or some of the proportions out of whack. He does have chibi proportions. That much we know to be true. That ass. Oh fuck, he went all the way around. Wow, he has a lot of life. There we go. Sleepy Dino. Music by Jonathan Dunn, who did a lot of work for Ocean. Direct disciple of Hubbard and Fallen. Really feel the arpeggios.
I like it.
Well done, you succeeded in the first section, but listen, the hardest part is yet to come. You can change weapons at any time by pressing the select button. Oh. Oh, can I? Oh, can I? I have grenades! I have infinite grenades. Oh, that was it. I have useful bullets and also grenades. I assume the grenades do more damage. Wow, it's even got a parallaxing background, chat. Hang on. This might be where the game gets a little bit funky, because if the levels are particularly maze-like, it could be a big pain in the ass. I love the hopping theropods so much. Oh, Lord. Drum track is nice. The transformation was impressive feat of engineering. I really don't want to do it again.
had a bad feeling about this. So I went the wrong way, chat. I missed like half of the level, and now I gotta go all the way back. Because I did this out of order. That sucks pretty bad. Although, in another shocking twist, they actually designed the level to be pretty easy to backtrack through. Because I was able to skip all that platforming to get back here. Something I noticed, one-ups are either rare, point-based, or non-existent. Yeah, hard to say. I don't know what the continue situation is like either. There could be infinite continues, there could be no continues whatsoever. And that kind of thing very much makes or breaks the game. Did Optimus have toes before? I don't know how to answer that. There it is. Alright. So yeah, you needed to go this way and then backtrack through here. Oh, but there's a way down, isn't there? There. There's a one-up. Speak of the devil. Isn't too bad. This is good. Like, I'm just gonna put out there, I think this is good. I think this is a perfectly solid game. Like, no lie, no hyperbole, I think this is the best Jurassic Park game I have played. I think JP on Super Nintendo, the first one, is more ambitious, but I don't think it actually works that well in practice. But this is an extremely solid game. Like, it's a simple, straightforward platform shooter, and it works. Looks good, sounds good, plays good. That's the holy trinity, chat. If your game does all three of those things, it's a winner. Hidden gem found! Fury, I regret to inform you, you're not the villain tonight. It doesn't seem hideously difficult. Yeah, Nintendo Power said, Nintendo Power's own estimation of it. Besides, the scrolling gameplay offers few surprises, and action veterans may find little challenge here. The title offers solid play control and works well as an entry-level pack for less experienced players. So yeah, it's a basic, straightforward platformer. Good for newer players. They called it a baby game for babies. Ooh, I can twist. Hang on, I saw one up. I'm wondering. Oh, I guess it's gonna be a little complicated to get that. Level design is pretty cool. I'm always a bit hesitant with these, like, platformers that require, like, searching and collecting. But the level design here is pretty good. Where's SD Snatcher and Devil More platforms? So fucking bizarre. Confirmed health picked up as a drop by God. It is kind of odd that all the items in this game fall from the fucking sky. website for the GBC Metal Gear game apparently is very good. Yeah, the GBC is completely untouched territory for me. Everything on that system is going to be brand new. Okay, there's the exit. Oh, fuck, I need some more. Maybe this way. There's one. Wait, I heard it. I heard it fall out of the sky. Oh no, I heard health fall out of the sky. But I haven't been this way. And maybe it's down here. Yep, there it is. This is good, chat. This is actually really good. I think because the play control is so tight, I really don't mind all the backtracking. I really, really don't mind exploring the levels. Because the play control is good and the maps are not designed to be super obnoxious. Oh, no, I gotta go further up. Weirdly, does it make you want to go back to Mercenary Kings? The map layout is just screaming Mercenary Kings. Yeah, I get that too, yeah. I've been debating ever since I did that Metal Slug Night if streaming Mercenary Kings would be a good idea. Oh, Jesus! Pterodactyl attack! Oh, this is kind of hard. Ah, that's what I need to do. Okay. Alright, I got it, chat. I cracked the code. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Yeah! My favorite things about the Hellboy... Oh, T-Rex? Oh, Jesus. Watch out, T-Rex has escaped from its enclosure and is just behind you. You'll have to be very quick here. If you pick up all of the magnetic cards, you will have an extra life at the end of the level. Oh, okay, so this is like a deadly bonus level. Keep your wits about you. Oh, oh, oh. Oh dear. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. It looks like a walking skeleton. It does. It's pretty horrifying. I don't think there's any point. Oh no, I died. Stage is long. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this one here, because yeah, there's 15 cards in. It's pretty slow auto scroller, but. T-Rex looks so old. The geriatric one. I gotta say, chat, the very last thing I was expecting tonight was a really good Jurassic Park game. Kinda blows my mind. Kinda can't believe it. And yet here we are. So we did Zone 1, Zone 2, and T-Rex Pursuits. Only 2 more zones after that, and it seemed, yeah, that was about half the game. But yeah, that was neat. Coincidentally, I watched Jurassic Park 3 tonight. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh my god, everybody shut up. We can go cyber with Nintendo Power, chat. No, not the sexy way. We can win an AST Pentium 75 megahertz PC.
with a 1 gig hard drive and a 14.4 fax modem. And, as if that's not all, we get 1 year's connection to America Online. But even if you don't win the grand prize, 5 second prize winners will win a modem and $200 worth of America Online service. I think if you won $200 America Online service in 1995, it would, like, you'd still be on it now. Yeah, that white thing up there is the fax modem. It's a QuickTel 14.4 fax modem. One gig in 1995 was like, no, it was real good. It was, you could actually install things. 14.4 modem, you could download this page's graphics in only a couple days with that. Oh, wow. I wonder how much... I want an estimate. They usually post an estimate of how much the grand prize is worth, but they don't seem to have it here. Kind of odd for Nintendo to be giving away a PC. Wait. Is Nintendo Power Surge something? Was that like their website back in the early days? Because it might be tied into that. It might be them promoting an online I mean, if that's what they're doing, they've done it in a terrible way because we don't even know why. But yeah. I mean, it's you know, they've given away cars, they've given away trips, they've given away sporting events and pinball machines and stuff. So blows my mind that Space Jam and Zombocom are both still active websites. You gotta admire the commitment to the bit there, at least. All right, we made it to now playing, chat. We did it. We have made it here. We've survived the jaunt. Really hard to Google Nintendo Power Surge. That's kind of odd, isn't it? Let's see if we can get through this tonight. Let's see if we can actually wrap up this magazine, because frankly, like, now playing at this point doesn't really have enough content to last us an entire evening. The text doesn't get me that angry, and most of the interesting games that get featured in it we played already. Like, okay, I think Apocalypse 2... Apocalypse 2 was not mentioned in the magazine. That's the only thing on this page that didn't actually show up in the magazine. We played Addams Family Values, we played Air Cab, we played Bubsy 2, we played Bust-A-Move. I think we skipped over Drop Zone and FIFA. Hashtag pose for ants. So what the hell is Apocalypse 2? You have blinding quickness and nerves of steel. Apocalypse 2 may be your ultimate test. This is from Psygnosis. Challenge yourself with this arcade shooter from Europe. Psygnosis, better known for its puzzle games like Lemmings. In terms of fast shooting action, it may leave many players back at the starting line. The graphics look sharp for such a simple shooter and add to the sci-fi feel and theme. Some enemies scale out of the background using Mode 7 until they present a threat. Actual gameplay falls into the vertical scrolling school of shooters with power-ups available along the way. Positives, very fast action, challenging arcade shooter fans while they blast good graphics. Minus, not much variety, standard shooting gameplay. I think if y'all were gonna request anything from this page, it should be this. Good call. Good call on that. Bubsy 2 was on the Game Boy. It sucked just as bad. In fact, I think it was worse. I think Bubsy 2 actually managed to be worse. We played it. I regretted it. I think Nintendo Power also agreed that it was worse. Pock. Signosis got wholly absorbed by Sony. Yeah, I found that out when I watched that video about Lemmings. Real shame to see. The only thing they've done with Lemmings in like the past decade is make a shitty phone game out of them. It's honestly shocking to me. You can't buy the You couldn't buy the Lemmings game on Steam. Let me check. I don't know if I checked GOG or not. No, you can't buy Lemmings anywhere. It's emulation or nothing. There we go. I think Apocalypse 2 might have been canceled, but I do have a prototype ROM of it. So we can still check it out. Hopefully, if it works. Licensed by Nintendo. Yes, it went through Fury. And of course, in contrast to everything else we played tonight, the audio in this is really quiet. We have 3 ships. Okay, we're blowing up planets in this? It's Apocalypse 2! It's an arcade shmup from Signosis that was apparently canceled. Oh, I really don't like this. Oh my Jesus Christ, I don't like this. Okay, we're gonna play this for like 2 seconds, because otherwise I'm just gonna hurl. Oh, those are power-ups! Oh my god, what the fuck? How am I supposed... And that's not. This is insane. Holy fuck. All right, sorry. I'll be okay, chat. One more try. Now that I know those things flying around at the beginning of the level are power-ups. Oh, there we go. Oh no, that was it. That's all you got. Yeah, like fucking planets come out of the background, and that like shit can come at you from any side of the screen instantly. Okay. Wow. I mean, did they have an estimated price for this? No, unfortunately, Now Playing has stopped posting MSRP. So I would love to know what they plan. Well, I mean the floor for Super Nintendo games is $50. And they could go as high as 80. So, but $50 for that? Yeah, I get why they canceled it. Absolutely. Except for DMA, Signosis and Satellite dev teams are all about graphics over gameplay. It's an interesting looking game. I do have to get mad at Nintendo Power for calling this standard shooting gameplay. It is anything but. Maybe there's not much variety if you can actually get past like one fucking level of it. But standard shooting gameplay is an insane thing to say about that game. Also, I'm afraid I got a veto bust-a-move. We spent a significant portion of the evening playing that already. So, condolences. Adam Adam's Family Values from Ocean. Ocean returns to an adventure style of game for Adam's Family Values that may remind diehard gamers of the old NES title Fester's Quest. In AFV, the quester is Fester, whose goal is to rescue baby Pubert, who has been kidnapped. Good graphics and depth of play. The adventure contains many tasks. They didn't like that battles are simple and play control is hampered by awkward hit detection ranges around objects. That's not wrong. Shifter, you can request it again. I already refunded it to you. Psygnosis did Bram Stoker's Dracula. I didn't know that. They were pretty prolific. They had a lot of games out there. Alright, Air Cavalry from Game Tech. If you ever want to fly a chopper into battle, here's your chance. Good play control, realistic sound. The two-player cooperative option may be the most fun. Can be difficult to find your opponent in the two-player versus mode. Not much variety of play. Flat terrain, U.S. Army seems ever short of gas, which often results in toasted dreams. Yeah. AirCav was an interesting experiment, but the thing that was really getting me about it is there didn't seem to be any variety between the missions. Alright. Bubsy 2. Bubsy 2 for Game Boy has the fun graphics and animation of the Super NES version, and most of the moves, but the areas are more limited. Gameplay includes platform action in which Bubsy runs, jumps, and glides, plus more arcade-like action in which he flies around. Jig Pappy, thank you so much for the raid. What's going on tonight, friendo? It's going good. We're trying to wrap up this issue of Nintendo Power tonight, so we're just getting through the now playing section. Trying a few of these that we didn't get to earlier. What were you up to tonight? Who asked for more Bubsy on Steam? No one's ever asked for more Bubsy. It's just whoever has the rights to Bubsy just chooses to keep inflicting more and more of it on the world. It may be a fetish. I don't know. Things like that I usually chalk up to fetish. Good graphics, lots of variety, including bonus and hidden areas, lots of action. Not enough game and uneven play. Some areas are fun while others are tiresome. Play control in some areas isn't sharp. They're being generous here. They are being generous here. Bubsy 2 on Game Boy is even more trash than on Super Nintendo. It is bad. It is very bad. Play some Aliens Fireteam Elite with friends and mess around in Aneurysm 4. I have never heard of that. That is a very imposing name. But I hope you had a good time. I hope it was fun for you. Alright, Bust-a-Move. Play control is very good and intuitive. Not enough variety, even puzzle. Okay. Whoever is writing Now Playing this month, they said not much variety about Apocalypse 2, about Air Cavalry, about Bust-a-Move, about Drop Zone. I think they might be creatively bankrupt here, chat. Drop Zone is defend the solar system from the alien menace and the sci-fi shooter from Psygnosis. Fans of the old arcade game Defender will wonder if they've been transported back in time when they plug in Drop Zone. Fast, fun arcade action, very cool cinema scenes, very similar to other arcade shooters. Really, though? Because I remember Defender being fairly unique. The Bubsy Steam game is going to have the Jaguar game. It's a game under Drop Zone. Oh, it's FIFA International Soccer. It's sports ball. Believe me, we've already had all the sports ball we need out of this issue. No thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Alright, Dorp Zone. This may have been canceled. Like, I'm not even finding it with my European ROMs like I did with Apocalypse. Anybody know anything about the fate of Drop Zone? Because I cannot seem to find it. The official title is Archer McLean's Super Drop Zone. It might be under Super Drop Zone. Got it. Jesus. What a pain in the ass that was to find. The ROM was filed as Super Drop Zone in the European collection. Licensed by Nintendo. Fairly ominous. Yeah, good catch indeed. I never would have found it. But it doesn't say it's super here. Get ready.
Prepare to defend IO.
Oh. Holy mother of God. Okay. This is very Amiga. I mean, it's Psygnosis.
Mutant tracking.
Holy fuck. Oh, I'm supposed to be picking those up and taking it back to base. Defender, but bullshit.
Space invasion.
Space invasion.
Wave complete.
Doesn't one of those games expect you to read the manual? I mean, it's Defender. It's really just Defender again. What? Oh. It's Defender with bosses, apparently. Shit. That's a brutal level transition. Also, no music. No music is definitely a choice.
Mutant tracking.
Not one that I necessarily agree with. I like the points up doodads.
Mutant tracking.
Those red guys fucking suck, man. They go in on your ass. Movement speed is very impressive. It's kind of on the cusp of being uncontrollable.
Mutant tracking.
So... Oh, I gotta pick those things up.
Wave complete.
Okay. Alright, wave leader. Holy Jesus, it's the sun. The sun is actually trying to kill me. And the camera is really not helping. Oh god.
Mutant tracking.
Something killed me. Who the fuck knows what? Oh, there's like tracking lasers or something? That's weird. Is this pre-rendered? No. No. It's just very solid pixel art. I feel like I've been obsessed with this as a kid. Alright, well, I think that's about all that I can handle. It's intense, and certainly if you are a fan of Defender, you'd be... I can't see you not being a fan of this. But yeah, that's a hell of a thing. Cool backdrop of the Jovian system. It looks very good. It is a very, very good looking game. So yeah. Alright, behind my head here is the game called you a Trekkie. Guilty as charged. What? Tradon, what? Jesus, what? What? What do you want? Drop zone is 4-player. Yes. No fucking clue how that would work. I don't know if they split the screen 4 ways or if they cram 4 players onto 1 screen. But yeah. Alright, FIFA. It's soccer. From THQ. Good use of the Super Game Boy for screen... Oh, this is... Oh, wow, this is soccer on Game Boy. I didn't even realize that. Play feels clunky because of slow frame rate. Whatever. Whatever, man. It spurts. Home Improvement. Oh. Home Improvement. I think Home Improvement and Monster Truck Wars are the 2 on this page that didn't show up in the magazine. Alright, from a company called Absolute. Tim the Toolman Taylor takes his power tools through the dangers of a TV studio in order to track down and terminate the thief who nabbed his special Binford tool set. Tim staples and nails enemies in the side-scrolling based on the hit comedy series. In addition to finding the tools, you must collect nuts and bolts and race against the clock. The studio sets recreate fun worlds like the Age of Dinosaurs, but the gameplay never rises above standard jumping, shooting, and the collecting of items. Lots of attack modes, very awkward play control. The humor that makes a TV show so great is missing from the game. Small character graphics, difficulty of gameplay because of poor placement of objects. Sounds like it sucks, chat. Sounds like it sucks out loud. Home Improvement is a TV show aged rather poorly. I'm not sure it's because Tim Allen is a person. I know why it's aged poorly. Because I actually remember when I was a kid, we used to watch it, and it was one of the most formulaic shows I had ever seen. It was literally always the same setup. Like they would introduce a situation, then you'd cut to Tim's show and he'd do something stupid, self-destructive on his show, and then it would cut back to home and Tim would do something stupid, self-destructive that would get his wife and or his kids mad at him. He'd go out in the backyard and talk to Wilson. Wilson would counsel him through it. He'd go to whoever, Tim would go to whoever he offended, and he'd try to quote Wilson, but he'd screw it up every time, and they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then he'd prove that he learned his lesson, and that was the end of the episode. Seriously, right hand to God. Go back and watch any episode of Home Improvement, and it is literally just that. Every single time. Home Improvement kind of gave me feel like you need to read the manual for, except they're literally Home Improvement did have an unusually high number of past and future criminals in the cast. Home Improvement game was so bad, JonTron did a thing up before he knew he was a shit. I was working for Disney when the show was running. I was in the audience for one episode, which I have zero memory of. Wow, Dave. That's something. Do you expect it serves as creative with their plots? I mean, it all makes a lot more sense now, certainly. But yeah, I even as a kid, even as a stupid, like, barely any standards kid, I saw Home Improvement for just how mindlessly formulaic it was. All right, International Superstar Soccer. Very good animation, play control, good options, challenging fun. Cheesy music, no 4-player option. Jurassic Park 2, The Chaos Continues. I hope they like this one, because I certainly did. And according to them, yes, you do play as Dr. Grant again in this. Good play control, good music, not very challenging. No Super Game Boy features, chat. For shame. For shame. Even better, guess what the formula is for his current series, Last Man Standing? The exact same fucking thing, maybe? Stars in Town theme, there's an interesting one. Yeah, I'm actually playing a soundtrack that I've never played before. Here. It's a 4-hour relaxing SNES megamix. Yeah, same thing but complaining about woke stuff. Alright, Mario's Picross. Fun and different, engaging, good demo mode. There's no action element, so it isn't for everyone. They're not wrong, but I don't really see that as a negative. I mean, none of these games are for everyone. Like, the soccer games are not going to convert RPG players. Home Improvement is not going to convert Picross players. Pretty much, he has 3 grown daughters instead of 3 school-age sons. Wow. Couldn't even mix up the numbers. Monster Truck Wars from Acclaim. Crush, crash, and crunch the competition on the Ushra Monster Truck Circuit. Tracks around the country feature obstacles like deep mud, crushable cars, bumper bashing competitors, bumps, slicks, and more. You pick up power-ups and money along the way. Customizing your vehicle becomes a strategic necessity. 3 difficulty options, 24 circuit. Good overhead view and challenge. Ooh, unresponsive control. That's kind of the kiss of death for a racing game, if you ask me. NCAA Final Four basketball from Mindscape. 3D animation, NCAA license, unique free throw perspective, somewhat slow action, no active player indicators show which player you control. That sounds like a really bad idea. Like, how do you play a team sports game without knowing which character you're controlling? Tim Allen was arrested for drug smuggling. Zachary Bryant got caught for repeated violent crimes. Damn. Is this... Ogre Battle from Enix. All right, I'm gonna read this whole thing because I'm curious what they think about it in the final analysis. Enix's strategic adventure features ogres, wizards, and a unique battle view. Enix's Ogre Battle has had a major following in Japan for several years. Its reputation as an RPG with a difference is well deserved. Ogre Battle looks and plays more like a strategy game than an RPG. Characters move and fight in units of up to 5 party members, but individuals also increase experience and strength. You can change the class of your characters and edit your units so they're completely customized. The action takes place in the Zenobian Empire, with your rebel forces moving from one region to another, defeating armies and liberating towns as you go. Hidden items, towns, and characters can be found everywhere on the map. Very deep with multiple endings for good replay value. Their negatives are unusual game design and a slow learning curve. I can't really argue with either of those. It is different from literally everything else on the Super Nintendo, and it will take you forever to learn how to play this game. I have put a lot of time into Ogre Battle. I'm still terrible at it. Home Brew is no married with children. You're goddamn right, yeah. Alright, Pack in Time from Namco. Pac-Man enters a standard platform action game this time around, forsaking the creative interface of Pac-Man to the new adventures. Good. In this game, you'll hop and bop and jump through hoops with the circular arcade hero. You also have special moves, including a rope that attaches overhead, allowing the Packster to swing and climb. The game can be challenging, but some of the challenges because of the puzzling layout, fun character. Stage goals are unclear. Some moves are awkward. Sounds like a miss to me. All right. Rounding things out. We've seen all of these. Spider-Man the Animated Series. Marvelous graphics, good play control, Fantastic Four cameos. Standard action scenes with little innovation, simple baddies. Yeah. Spider-Man the Animated Series wasn't awful, but it didn't feel like anything new or different or interesting. Not gonna make it to the NC on Monday, perhaps. Hopefully, Deep Thought. Have a good one. Thanks for coming out. Sporting news, Power Baseball. Easy pick 'em to learn, 4-person interface. Pitching isn't realistic. Slow fielding, lacks a full range of baseball playmaking on offense and defense. Stargate. Good, although repetitious graphics and very good gameplay control. Lots of variety, some very cool and realistic moves. Minus poor close combat fighting. I want to dispute this one. I have a problem with this. Lots of variety. No. That is wrong. That is demonstrably wrong. Every single level in Stargate is you looking for your lost soldiers. That's it. That's all it ever is. I forget, has Judge Dredd come out yet? I don't believe so. I do not think so. Let's see when it was, when it is, when it will be. June of 1995. So we're getting there. It'll be before Doom. We'll get to Judge Dredd before we get to Doom. All the editors were into Picross and most of them like Bust a Move. Well, they had to be into Picross because that was first party. But them being big on Bust a Move is cool too. We had two likers of Ogre Battle. Their simulation RPG guy yeah. Both of their simulation guys were on it. Oh no, Stallone Dread. Oh yes, Stallone Dread. Stargate reminds you a lot of the Dread game on Genesis. They actually call out Alien 3 in the little blurb about it. It's basically a reskinned Alien 3, just without the open level design, which is kind of a shame. That was the neat part about Alien 3, is you had like this big area of interconnected levels that you would work your way through. Stargate might have been more interesting if they'd done that instead of just making you find lost soldiers the whole damn time. All right, Sterling Sharp end-to-end, easy to pick up and play, 4-player option, poor sound, not a lot of depth. And then Super Bass is loaded 3, License to Steal, MLBPA license, good sound, poor hitting perspective and control, limiting pitching control. I think I remember them saying in the Sports Center, this was the one that had an atypical batting camera, which was pretty hard to adjust to. I wonder if all three are the same company. Pretty sure they are. I think it's Probe Entertainment. Yeah, Probe made Stargate, Probe made Alien 3. We'll see when we get to Judge Dredd if they made the Judge Dredd game as well. It would make sense if they just used the same platformer engine for all three. Alien 3 being a hub structure did make it interesting. Yeah, that was definitely the most interesting part of it. The hub structure and the selectable missions. RBI Baseball and NES still the best baseball game besides the backyard baseball games? Well, I will take your word for it because I know essentially nothing of sports games, especially console sports games. All right, chat. That does it for requests for this issue. We've done it. We've made it. Let's, yep, no other surprises in here. Let's talk about the pack watch. Let's see what's coming up. And then we'll call it a night. Oh, good. We got Booger Man on the horizon. I'm actually going to read this. Let's see what they have to say about this abomination. Boogerman promises to be the Earthworm Jim of the first half of 1995. It's funny, funky, and full of gas. Interplay's team of designers left no brick unturned, no toilet unflushed, and no nose unpicked to bring players the greatest gross out ever. The game even scores over Earthworm Jim in the play control category, although the variety of stages may not be quite as bizarre. Even so, Boogerman goes where no game has gone before, at least willingly. The courageous hero must plunge the depths of toilets, sewers, and other vile holes in his quest to bring Professor Stinkbomb to justice. Boogerman's mode of transport ranges from jumping on trampolines of mucus to lighting up a natural gas rocket that blasts him high to new levels. When he meets a disgusting denizen of the dump or a toxic terror, Boogerman, aka Snotty Ragsdale, throws himself into action, attacking the miscreant mess with green chunks, bellowing belches in the more traditional platform game Stomp. The preview version received a pack watch looked great. Play control felt natural while the layout of the map seemed demented but thoroughly logical. After a while, it felt perfectly natural to leap up inside a nose, only be blown out again somewhere else. The graphics, story, characters, and animation are all well done, clever, and fun. Expect the finished Boogerman early this summer. It's quite the pick. As far as I know, Boogerman didn't have any Tendapel, so that's a leg up of Earthworm Jim. What's Tendapel? The creator of Earthworm Jim, who, by all accounts, is a truly shitty person. Forever bought by Acclaim later in 1995, became Acclaim Studios London 1999 when they did their brand unification, and was shut down in 2000. Imagine that. I wonder... Nah... I wish studios could learn what a death sentence it is to be bought out by a publisher. But at the same time, it's not the people who are concerned with the livelihood and success of the studio that make these decisions. So it's going to continue to happen, tragically. All right, we got Jungle Strike coming up on Game Boy of all things. I'm interested in the extended family of Strike games, but not on Game Boy. I would like to play Jungle Strike, Urban Strike, Nuclear Strike, all the strikes. See how they compare to the original Desert Strike. Yeah. And then we got Time Cop. Oh boy, Time Cop. The bad boy of Belgium, Jean-Claude Van Damme, makes his action game debut in JVC's Time Cop. Oh, I bet this is a real fucking winner. I bet it is, chat. Oh, I was wondering about this. So I could see here, there's a little portrait of Pierce Brosnan, fancy car, the Russian guy from GoldenEye. It's because they got a big old thing on GoldenEye. The movie, specifically. I guess... Oh no, this is interesting. In February, Packwatch dropped in for a look at the new James Bond film, which is being filmed. We weren't alone. Tim Stamper of Rare drove down for the press conference. He was less interested in getting an autograph from Pierce Brosnan than in talking to the film's production designers and artists. His interest is in making the Super NES version of GoldenEye as realistic and true to the movie as possible. You know, the Super NES version of GoldenEye that never happened. As for GoldenEye, the game, Tim Stamper and the talented team at Rare have just begun the hard work. Pierce Brosnan will appear as Bond just as he does in the movie. Other elements to be imported from the film include famous Bond theme music, the new BMW Roadster, and Q's cool toys. GoldenEye, like Donkey Kong Country, will be a fully rendered game that uses the same ACM techniques. It's too early to report a release date for the game, but it should appear shortly after the movie. Womp womp. Also, the MechWarrior game that was a strike game, but you're a Mad Cat. So as a kid, I really liked this behind the scenes bit because I was big on I was a big James Bond fan, honestly. So it was neat seeing all the little models and stuff that they were doing, the pics of the cast, all pretty cool. Will Donkey Kong be an SNES GoldenEye? Yes, indeed. How good would GoldenEye game be anyway? Probably for the best. Probably for the best. We probably got the best possible game or GoldenEye game we could. So. A Titus Wave, chat. Titus plans to introduce 4 Super NES games by this summer, including one side-scrolling action game set in the year 5069. Nice. Tentatively called Realm. 3D action puzzle with an Equinox type feel known as Wiz. Oscar, featuring a quick change artist in a variety of platform game settings, and Prehistoric Man. Well, I know one of those games came out. Agent 00 Nana. Realm features a cyberpunk hero armed with an array of futuristic zappers. Blast your way through 5 multi-level stages to reach an orbiting battle station. In Wiz, you spin through a 3D world full of obstacles and enemies in 11 stages of combined puzzles and action game elements. Oscar just disguises himself as a vampire and a game show host, among other things he scampers through the side-scrolling platform world full of bright graphics. Alright. There's a Tecmo Bowl update. If you didn't get a copy of Tecmo Super Bowl 2 Special Edition, don't worry. Tecmo Super Bowl 3 Final Edition is coming. It features the same improved gameplay as did the Special Edition. Okay. Weird. Imagine glowing up Titus of all developers. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna take a quick check. I want to know if any of these games actually came out. Besides Prehistoric Man. I know that one exists. Titus Interactive, right? Yes. Let's see here. All right, okay. None of these games made it out in 1995. We got... Actually, yes. We got all of them except Wiz, unless they renamed Wiz. We got Prehistoric Man, of course. We got Oscar, and we got Realm. Color me surprised. We'll have to look out for that, chat. Illusion of Gaia's music sounds familiar. Unfortunately, the songs in this collection are not... Wait, hang on. Yeah, this is Illusion of Gaia. They are time-stamped. I just need to scroll down. Which I hadn't bothered to do. Also, good evening, Azza Josh. Good to see you. Titus published a game called Incantation, if I remember right, which I own to this day. I don't know if you could actually attack in the game or not. We got the X-Band, chat. Who remembers the X-Band? The modem for online gaming on the Super NES. Cupertino, California, 1995. A previously unknown company headed by refugees from Apple Computer begun their invasion of America's households. The first alpha version of the device known as the X-Band modem for the Super NES was uncovered at NOA headquarters. Previously, the agents had experimented with the simpler Genesis version. And even that was fun. But the Super NES X-Band benefited from being developed second. It had more internal ROM than the Genesis model, holding more graphics and animation modes.
When it's released in the American marketplace in September, the X-Band for the Super NES will have the best game options available, including play patches for Ken Griffey Jr., Madden 95 and NBA Live 95, Mortal Kombat 2 and NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Not long after that, subscribers of the service should be able to play games that have special features programmed with the X-Band in mind. So this wasn't actually for multiplayer. This was for post-release patches? Okay. We'll have to explore the X-Band in detail. I know there's gonna be a big feature on the X-Band in a couple months in the magazine. And we're really gonna, because when I was a kid, I didn't give a shit. I did not give a single shit about it. We're gonna have to go over it with a fine-tooth comb to figure out what exactly the hell this thing is for. I, in my infinite wisdom, assumed it was a way to play multiplayer games like NBA Jam and Mortal Kombat with people who weren't sitting there right next to you. But I was wrong and foolish for thinking that, clearly. Because how would that even work? Like, the games weren't programmed to support that kind of input, so why would that work? So we'll see. We'll find out together. And then there's Izzy's quest for the Olympic rings. Who remembers Izzy? The mascot of the 96 Olympics? Can't remember. All right, and the final roundup. I'm just gonna skim this for interesting titles. Argo, explain who the person in the back is. What do you? Yeah, there's Secret Man music. Oh, what are you talking about? What person? All right, we got Bassmaster. Previous page. Oh, yeah, it's one of the villains from Goldeneye. General Oramov, I think. He was conspiring with Alex Trevelyan. All right, Bassmasters. Earthworm Jim 2 is on the way, and also Earthworm Jim action figures. Oh, and they talk about the Earthworm Jim cartoon, too. Mutant Chronicles. World Heroes 2 Jet on the Game Boy. This is interesting. Spectrum Holobyte circles the globe to bring you some of the most innovative games ever designed. Recent proof of this comes from the affiliations with FASA and Animatech. FASA, this Chicago-based company best known for its BattleTech simulations, signed a multi-year deal granting Spectrum the rights to its titles for new video game platforms. Animatech, partly owned by Tetris creator Alexei Pajitnov, develops lifelike sims and puzzle games. Most recent project, Freshwater Fish, lets you design a video aquarium. RHI Roller Hockey from American Softworks. Hudson Soft's Gridiron Glory. A lot of sports stuff. That is Booger Man. Yeah, they... you came in right after I suffered through this whole nonsense. I read this whole thing. And I am mortified. Acclaim announced a deal with Marvel. BattleTech game for the Super NES run into some delays. Another title won't be showing up as soon as we hoped is Capcom's Mega Man 7. Latest and largest of the Mega Man games. It was one of the best games of the show. Virgin Interactive reports that the Spot 3 game has become Spot Goes to Hollywood. Packy and Marlin is a new politically correct anti-smoking game from Raya Systems. Okay.
The message may win support as the graphics and play won't attract many players. NHL Hockey on the Game Boy. Super NES Casper. Accolades Fireteam Rogue. Wow. Wow. In spite of its broad story development, Accolades Fireteam Rogue suffers from jerky animation and low-end Genesis graphics. Shots fired. Darkstalker, shown at the Capcom booth in its arcade form, was not mentioned as a Super NES game, but Capcom Japan may have different ideas. At Koei, Rise of the Phoenix breaks away from a historical RPG tradition of the Romance Free Kingdom series with a more strategic wargame design. The Life Cycle from Life Fitness is making news with the announcement of a significant drop in price for later this year, along with new hardware configuration and software titles, including Tetris, Pac-Man, and Exertain Speed Racer. Alright, see you later, Acid Josh. Thanks for coming out. And that, chat, is that. We've come to the end of April 1995. Next issue, we've got Justice League Task Force to look forward to. That's the Justice League fighting game. So I'm sure that'll be fun. What will actually be fun is Kirby's Dream Land 2. I feel like I've been waiting ages to play that game, along with True Lies and Warlock. And an exclusive preview of Mortal Kombat 3. Oh, and who can forget the Nintendo Power Award winners for 1994? I hope you remember what your guesses were, so we can all be mad. So that's what we got to look forward to, chat. As a reminder, there is gonna be no Power Hours next week. I am not streaming on Friday or Saturday. And I'm going to use Thursday most likely to finish up 1000X Resist, which we're starting on Monday. If by some chance we finish Resist on Wednesday, I'll go ahead and start May 1995 on Thursday. But I wouldn't expect any Power Hours next week, frankly. So yeah, that's most of the schedule spiel there for you. No stream tomorrow because it's Sunday. We start 1000X Resist on Monday. We'll be playing that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and most likely Thursday. And then I will be on vacation Friday and Saturday next week. And the Power Hours, I expect the Power Hours to return... the 29th, May 29th. That's the plan, chat. That's what's gonna happen. Watching this really makes me realize how much crap that was kept from our shores. I hate to give whoever gave the green light for web video games to be released in the EU a big thumbs up. Oh, we have to give, yeah. There was, look, even on a truly legendary system like the Super Nintendo, there was a lot of shovelware. Every system has a shocking amount of shovelware. And looking back on most systems, a lot of that gets filtered out because it falls through the cracks of history. That's one of the things that I find very valuable and fun about doing the Power Hours is we get everything. We get the full, true, like, 90s Nintendo experience, warts and all. Like, my goal in the Power Hours is to share with y'all what the experience of being a Nintendo kid in the 90s was truly like. And a big part of that was navigating all the extreme in-your-face advertising for just absolute garbage games to get to the actual gems. So that is our mission here. That is what I endeavor to do. So, and we will pick this back up in about a week and a half now. But don't worry, there's plenty more gaming, not where that came from other places. Because we're doing 1000X Resist next week. That was a terrible segue. I need to find somebody to raid before I fall over my own words any worse. And I believe tonight, I'll send you over to Andromeda Knight. It's been a hot minute since I rated them. They're playing Blueprints. They've been playing this game for a while. They might be pretty late into it. So if you've been avoiding spoilers for Blueprints, maybe pop in to say hi and then just pop out. So I think they will understand. I'm afraid you did arrive late. Yes, the tail end of my 3-hour stream. But I'll be back on Monday with something new and different and exciting if you'd like to join us then. So once again, chat, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for joining me for the end of April 1995 in Nintendo Power. It was, as always, an experience, and I look forward to more in the future. So hopefully I will see you all on Monday as we start the mysterious 1000X Resist. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.